right now at 10, we're learning more about a powerful moment during Joe Biden's visit to Kenosha, Wisconsin today. Biden had an emotional conversation with Jacob Blake, the man whose controversial police shooting sparked protest and rioting. NBC 5's Natalie Martinez is live in Kenosha with more on the Biden visit. Natalie?
Rob, Biden also spoke with locals and community leaders here at this church, saying you can't get to know someone until you walk a mile in their shoes. We also caught up with a woman who got her message out and a direct response from Biden himself. Portia Bennett and other members of Black Lives activists of Kenosha are expecting action from Joe Biden.
I just feel like it was good that he came to actually listen.
In fact, Bennett had the Democratic presidential nominee's ear today at Grace Lutheran Church in Kenosha.
I'm only 31, and I've seen enough within these last 2 years to say I'm tired.
Biden's response, in part,
you don't experience it the same way you do, Portia, because they're not bright, young black woman.
It's basically like you would never know my life if you don't walk in my shoes.
Biden also spoke to Jacob Blake for about 15 minutes on the phone now that he's out of ICU.
He talked about how nothing was going to defeat him, how whether he walked again or not, he was not going to give up.
Blake's family met privately with Biden and wife Jill for about an hour upon arriving at Milwaukee's airport.
What I came away with was the overwhelming sense of resilience and optimism.
Many here say they believe today was focused on building, not dividing.
He's trying to bring everybody together.
2 pieces of legislation have already been introduced. You have the George Floyd Justice Reform Act as well as the BREATHE Act. You know, we need a commitment from folks like Joe Biden.
We want change and we want justice and we demand that.
Just before leaving Wisconsin, the Bidens had a backyard meeting with educators in suburban Wauwatosa, sharing concerns about schools reopening amid the coronavirus pandemic. He and Jill, of course, an educator herself, called the education gap with school closures a national emergency. We are live in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Natalie Martinez, NBC 5 News.
Thank you, Natalie.